If you've ever searched, what do I need to crochet, and instantly felt overwhelmed, like suddenly everyone had 47 tools and a secret you didn't know, you're not alone. And honestly, the overwhelm is one of the biggest reasons that people quit before they even get started. So today, we're doing the opposite of that. I'm gonna walk you through the Absolute Beginner Crochet Toolbox, only the things that you truly need to make something. No extras, no gadgets, no nice to have it, but not necessary tools. And by the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to grab, what you can ignore for now, and you'll feel more confident that you're actually ready to crochet. Now this is where beginners usually overthink it. Now all of that can wait. Let's start with one thing that everyone overthinks the most: yarn. Yarn is the part that trips absolute beginners up the most. One of the most common mistakes that I hear is someone bought a yarn because they thought it was so pretty, but it ended up being really dark or really textured or really thick or really thin, and all three of these things can make learning how to crochet way harder than it needs to be. When you're just starting out, you want yarn that helps you to see and feel your stitches, not fight against them. Now, this one might be gorgeous, but this one makes learning how to crochet so much easier. You want to focus on a lighter color yarn, that way your stitches are easier to see. A non-textured yarn makes it easier for you to see where to put your crochet hook. And a medium weight yarn, otherwise known as a size 4 weight yarn or even an Aran weight yarn, it feels the most comfortable when you're working stitches for the first time. And if you're thinking, okay, but what does this actually look like? Don't worry, I've got you. I can help you choose the best yarn for you, so that way you can build confidence instead of second guessing every stitch. We're also gonna be talking more about yarn way more in depth later in the series, how to read labels, how to shop smarter, and how to choose the yarn for different projects. You're not gonna wanna miss that one. It's gonna be so good. I'm really excited about it, so make sure that you're subscribed so that way when that video goes live, you get notified. All right, once you've got your yarn, you need the tool to actually make the stitches happen, right? So let's go ahead and talk about crochet hooks. Now this is the tool that creates the stitches, and it's also where beginners start to feel unsure about things. There are a lot of crochet hooks out there. There's different sizes, different mediums, materials, wood, plastic, aluminum, so many different materials that crochet hooks are made out of, different shapes. We are not doing any of that today. We're gonna keep it simple. Here's what I want you to know right away. You do not need the perfect crochet hook to begin crocheting. You just need a hook that feels comfortable in your hand and works well with your yarn. If your hand starts to feel awkward or your stitches feel tight or loose, that doesn't mean you're a bad crocheter. It usually just means that the hook and the yarn, they're not working together yet. And this is exactly why the next video in this series is Crochet Hooks 101. We're gonna talk about how to choose the right hook for you so that way crochet feels comfortable instead of frustrating. All right, once you've actually used your crochet hook and you've made a couple stitches, there's one more tool that helps you actually finish your project. Once you've made your stitches, the yarn needle lets you weave in your ends to clean up your project, and so everything just stays together. Look, if you can thread a needle, you can do this. Now this isn't about being fancy, it's just about making sure that your hard work stays put. And once your ends are woven, you kind of need something to trim them with, right? So next up, we're talking about scissors. Both of these work just fine. One just fits better in your project bag. Look, if you've already got scissors at home that cut cleanly, you're good. Crochet doesn't care about how fancy your scissors are. All right, now this next tool is one beginners often skip, but it can make learning so much easier. These are stitch markers. They help you to keep track of where you are in your project. Stitch markers can mark the beginning of a row or a round. They can save your place in a project, or they can even help you count how many stitches are within a row or round much faster. So this little clip right here answers a lot of questions. And no, you don't need the fancy version, anything fancy. You can use scrap yarn or a paper clip. All right, last tool in our beginner toolbox, and this one helps make sure that things turn out the size that you expect. The last tool is a measuring tape. Now crochet is flexible, but your measurements, they still matter. You don't need anything fancy. This is just helpful. Checking your work as you go helps you to avoid any surprises later and make sure that you're staying on track. This isn't about perfection. I want to be very clear about this. It's just about helping you to be consistent. Now let's take a look at our beginner crochet toolbox. We got yarn, a crochet hook, a yarn needle, scissors, stitch markers, and a measuring tape. I'm sure you've obviously noticed the plastic bag that I've written crochet toolbox on. I did this deliberately because I wanted you to know you don't have to buy a bag, a tool case, you don't have to buy, a zipper pouch, you don't have to buy a craft bag, you don't have to buy anything else. You could literally just use a Ziploc bag or a plastic bag to put all of your tools in. Again, we're not focused on buying anything extra, just acquiring the tools to get started with a crochet project. Now, if you have all these tools, then you're officially ready to start crocheting. You're not missing anything important. You don't need more stuff to get started. This is enough. In the next video, we're gonna be diving into Crochet Hooks 101. I'm gonna be breaking down hook sizes, materials, and how to choose the right hook for you. If this video helped you feel more confident, make sure you're subscribed and check out the rest of the Absolute Beginner series. If you want to, tell me in the comments which of these tools you already have and which one surprised you the most.